And welcome back, everybody. I'm Vandersteel with Steel News. We are transitioning to greatness today. You know me, I've been talking about my health now since 2021 when I got involved in superfoods, and I never looked back. This is your prepper steroids in a bag. If you really want to go prepping on steroids and you want to stay healthy and you want to support America right here, we're going to be talking about superfoods because this is what has sustained me when I've traveled around the country, around the world, been in the jungles of Panama, been the only one, the only woman, in fact, in a sea of men. I'm talking like former special forces guys. I don't get sick. Why? Because I eat healthy and I stay healthy. Your body's your temple. And we're transitioning to greatness come hell or high water, despite the political chaos out there and the geopolitical headwinds. We still have a job to do. We have a duty to do in this country to stay healthy and stay in the fight. I can think of nobody else better right now as we relaunch Steel Health with our superfoods products and something new we're going to be bringing to you all as we move into this transitional phase of greatness with bumps along the way. And my good friend, holistic health expert and organic expert farmer or expert organic farmer, holistic expert, all of the above. Then you, Raven Aya. Raven, it's good to see you. Thanks for being here today.
Oh, aloha, Ann. It's always lovely to be here with you. And I am really excited about this conversation because so many things are evolving very quickly. And we always come back to the roots of if you're not healthy, it's going to be really difficult to stand strong through this fight as we're going into this election season.
That's right. And that's how I'm starting my day right here with a delicious drink of superfoods. In fact, I'm probably going to have this as my appetizer, which will cut down on how much I eat for dinner tonight because we're going to go out and grab some dinner with friends. But cheers to you. This is, why don't you tell everybody what's in here while I'm enjoying this? And I'm also going to play a little video on the side so that people can actually appreciate just how amazing this is. But go ahead, tell us what's in here.
Well, what you just did in the less than 30 seconds is a complete meal replacement and is the highest quality form of nutrition that you can get access to. So It's literally water, scoop, ice, shake, and go. And that's about $3 for you to have a complete meal there. That is the highest quality nutrition. You're flooding your body with phytonutrients. You're giving your cells the opportunity to alkalize and the body an opportunity to shift away from acidity, which is the kind of root of inflammation, which is that silent killer that so many of us have struggled with and maybe not really known why. Because you may not be struggling with fat. You may actually just be struggling with inflammation. And so that one drink, $3 a day, that's going to take your health into the best direction possible.
You know, all these buzzwords, inflammation, alkalize, toxicity. Our budget is inflamed. We are out of control with inflation. Okay. We are incredibly toxic as a nation because we have complete district of corruption toxicity running our country into the ground. And in terms of alkalinity, we are so acidic right now. It's so bitter out there. This is why I rely on this because it does keep me with mental focus. It keeps me feeling good about what I'm putting in my body because every day I get out into the sludge. And if you get on social media, you're on X, it is dog eat dog. It is awful. The stuff that flies around. I mean, it is so toxic for the brain. And this is what keeps me in a good place. In addition to, and I was talking about this earlier with somebody else on their show, but this is fantastic. You want to get in touch with your God connection, your pineal gland right here. The toxic, what's the word I'm looking for? Calcification and the toxicity that happens to your pineal gland, which is basically your pine cone in the brain that basically has that God connection. That is, we are air, water, soil, food, what's on the television, what's in social media, what we read, what we hear, what we listen to, the music. It is destroying our pineal gland, which is our connection to our creator. And I have been doing that. And I can tell you this I have no way to measure anything. I'm not doing x-rays or CAT scans, but I'm dreaming like unbelievable, super long, crystal clear dreams. And they make sense when I wake up. It's like someone's telling me a story while I'm sleeping. I love it.
I do too. It really truly is a revolutionary breakthrough product. And we have so many. What we have here with Steel Health and with this organic superfoods company is that we're basically an ark. We are collecting ancient wisdom and bringing it to your front door for a fraction of the cost that you're spending on food currently. And when you look at what's happening in our country, we have been inundated ever since 1974 1974, when Monsanto introduced glyphosate into the United States food supply, we have had an eruption, an epidemic of autoimmune disorders. And many of them, physicians still can't tell you what's wrong with you. But what I can say is that if you have ever consumed glyphosate, which every single one of us have, whether we've walked on grass that's been sprayed, or we've eaten grain, or we have, just gotten exposed to it through the rain or the air, glyphosate is everywhere, and it is undeniable that we've been exposed to it. So if you look, Anne, at photos of any beach in America prior to 1974, everybody was looking hot. Like, everybody looked amazing. You didn't see a single
and it wasn't work.
human
It
being
wasn't
anywhere.
work. People didn't
No,
work out
right?
like crazy back in the 70s. I mean, they just didn't. They didn't. But go on. You're right.
No.
Keep going.
No, that is, to me, if I could show anybody what has happened to our food supply, glyphosate and genetic modification, genetically modified organisms, and now they're adding crickets to your food and not telling you, we've got to pay attention to what's happening. So with partnering with Steel Health, for without a doubt that you are getting the highest quality nutrition available on the planet. And we're going to cover all the bases: your protein, your fruits, your vegetables, your greens, as well as bringing the gut into balance. So what we focus on is detoxification. We're nourishing the body, we're feeding the cells, which is allowing the body to release the toxins that have been stored in that adipose fat. So for anybody out there that's struggling with layers of what you would call fat, those are toxins that have not been able to be removed from your body. So we have a very specifically designed 30-day program that makes it so easy for you to just swap out, replace 2 meals per day for about $12 a day. And you're going to replace 2 meals, and then you can make more conscious choices on that 1 meal you choose to eat per day, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Everybody has their specifics that they like. You can also continue to drink coffee on this program if you so choose. You can also continue to drink alcohol on this program if you so choose. But if you decide to really take it seriously, it does include a 10-day parasite cleanse. So the 30-day program that we're offering is going to give you everything that you need to completely reboot your system. And fall is the perfect time to detoxify and cleanse.
So let's talk about the parasite cleanse, because I'm fascinated by that. There's been a lot of talk about with COVID that COVID really is cancer really is parasites, that these COVID bioweapons they injected people with were sort of a hybrid parasite slash biosynthetic. It's like a biosynthetic organism. Because people really are trying to eliminate this toxicity out of their body. And another product I use to get a lot of the heavy metals and toxicity is this one right here. And it's the fulvic acid. I swear by this one.
Fulvic zeolites.
Yep. That's what I say. Fulvic acid, fulvic zeolite, excuse me. Fulvic zeolite. It doesn't taste like anything. I just put a little drop under the tongue. I'm almost out. I got to get more, as a matter of fact. Just a little under the tongue. I'll let it sit there for a minute. It doesn't taste like anything, but it does have an impact in really detoxifying that heavy metal out of your body. But the parasites, we are seeing a massive increase in cancer. And a lot of the doctors that are in the medical freedom side are saying, those cancer diagnoses really are parasite sacs, egg sacs all around the body. So I think parasite cleansing is really important.
Oh, it's really important. I mean, if you've never done a parasite cleanse, please take a look at this 30-day program. If you've never done one, you need to do one. I personally do the parasite cleanse a minimum of 4 times a year. And that's because I'm exposed. I'm on a farm. I do eat meat. I do enjoy the things that life has to offer us. And so being able to remove any accumulated toxins or accumulated parasite pockets is definitely something that you want to consider, because you may not be being properly diagnosed. I've had so many people that have gone to physicians that have said, I'm experiencing this, and this, and they just get offered a drug. Nobody asks about nutrition. I don't know a single medical doctor that has a nutrition degree. And when you understand that the AMA system is a part of the pharmaceutical system, and the food is designed to make you sick so that you go into that system. This and what we offer here is a way for you to break free. This is a way for you to become sovereign, a way for you to support organic farming in America direct to your door for a fraction of the cost you're already spending. So what we tell people is that you're basically going to be divesting. You're going to be taking your money out of the system that is broken and is meant to kill you, and you're going to be putting it into your own sustainable health. And that's what Steel Health is here for, is to help people who may have been struggling for decades to be able to regain their health in a matter of weeks.
Well, okay. So let's talk about some of the favorite products. You've talked about parasite cleansing, but I want to know, what does Raven use? Because I mean, I can talk all day for the last, we're going on, this is now 2024. This is 3 years for me that I've been,
for you.
3 years I've been a superfood junkie. And it's funny, Michael Yan, who I've traveled with extensively, and a team of others, but they laughed in the beginning. And then they weren't laughing because they saw that, you know, when they were like, okay, we can't find dinner. And I'm in the back of the car shaking something up. I'm like, oh, somebody hungry? I'm not, you know, and of course I brought extra bags with me because I'm not a jerk. So I'm going to share. But they understood, you know, within a couple of days how vital this was, because some of the places we go, there isn't lunch lying around, and there really wasn't a way to pack lunch from where we were leaving to have food available. And it's not like there's bodegas everywhere that you can just run in and grab a bag of Cheetos. Not that I want to eat that. So again, traveling, all the stuff, I eat this on the plane all the time. This is a lifestyle for me to make sure that I'm getting good food and my brain is working. I don't get headaches. But what else do you do to just kind of keep your body going through the day and eliminate stopping in a 7-Eleven and picking up a bag of Cheetos?
I haven't been in a 7-Eleven since I was like 12. So that it's like so far out of the realm of reality for me, but it's not for most Americans. Most Americans are looking at inflation that has completely taken over to the point where there are so many families that are literally putting groceries on credit cards because it's the only way they can afford to eat. And that terrifies me, because if you're relying on going to 7-Eleven for food, it's not food, my friends. You're literally just filling your belly with no nutrition, and you're paying for something that is going to, over time, is going to decrease your vitality and your health. So if you just took that budget and put it into superfoods instead, what you're going to find is that you're going to start feeling better, craving less, and you're going to actually start to have more energy and more mental clarity, and life becomes a little easier. And so for me, like I said, I do a 30-day program every quarter. I do a 30-day program. We're doing our Fall into Balance group transformation right now. So we get together as a group. We do a cleanse together. We share recipes. We have a Facebook group. We have a Telegram group. So if you want to get involved in that, please let us know. Also, really understanding that we're going into winter. So as we start to go into the winter season, now is the time to kill any parasites that might be inside your body, because you do not want them hibernating. And if you look at what happens through the holidays for most Americans put on 10 to 20 pounds in between Halloween and New Year's. And that's why everybody all of a sudden on New Year's is like, all right, New Year's resolutions. So we do offer these programs year round. Every 90 days, I host a group, and I do it with you guys, because the reality of it is that Anne and I both are products of the product. So we mentioned earlier, I've been farming in Hawaii for over 30 years. And the majority of my diet on a daily basis is superfoods. Why? Because it saves me time and it saves me money. Most people think it's like this amazing fantasy to have your own homestead and raise all your own food and grow all your own vegetables and milk your own goats. It is a full-time job, you guys, and it is very, very expensive. So why not support the farmers if you can't do it yourself? So even myself as a farmer, I'm still supporting other farmers, because these superfoods just make my life easier. And I'm going to get a higher quality nutrition with less time and less input. And I'm not going to spend my whole day chewing. So like Anne made her shake earlier today, it took her 30 seconds and she's covered probably for the next however many hours you're on live, and you're good to go, right? I don't know anything else you can buy for $3 that can give you that kind of freedom.
Nope, I don't either. But again, the key to freedom is the choices that you make. And I think making smarter choices, things to streamline your life, to make sure that you are prepared. The type of stuff that we're looking at with the craziness going on in the Middle East, with the fact that the Panamanian president has threatened the United States with limited access to the Panama Canal, it means that our supply chains are going to be interrupted. We are in a really bizarre time in the world right now. And the one thing that we actually can control is the choices we make, what we put in our body. But you're going to have to be smart about it. And it's going to, people are stocking up and they're preparing in case the supply chain is interrupted. So right now, while we still have things available, we can choose what we put in our body. So why not choose something that makes better sense for your body? And let's be proactive and let's get stockpiled. That's why, when you have bags of food that are organic and healthy for you, made here in the United States, that you can actually put into your body by adding water and stirring. And we're going to get to the water in a second because water is critical to all of this. Why not stockpile it? I stockpile the stuff and I've been stockpiling it because this is my prepper plan. I do also have my lights out beef, but when it comes to stuff that I can grab and go on the road with, I don't need a pan to cook it up. I can literally shake it up in a shaker bottle. It's like a no-brainer to me. Honestly, it's a no-brainer. And that's, again, how I survive some of the places I go, and I'm going to be going back. About the only thing the superfoods doesn't do is it doesn't stop the chiggers from climbing up my pant legs when I'm out in the jungle and taking a chunk out of my hide. But anyway, so let's talk about this. Right now, we have a deal that's, people can join today. Use the bit.ly code, bit.ly, bit.ly/Steal Health, bit.ly/Steal Health. And the promo code you can use is Vandersteel. All one word, and Vandersteel. Or you can just take your cell phone, screenshot it, and you see that there's a QR code. You can use that to if you're watching this on the big screen, take your cell phone and use the QR code. However it works for you. But by all means, get in the game, get your health back, and get your family prepared. They will thank you. There are so many products. There's pet products, kid products. There's all kinds of vitamin supplements. There's a ton of stuff in the superfoods world that we haven't even touched on today. But water. Raven, let's talk about water because that is going to be critical in all of this.
Oh, water. One of my favorite things in the world. I mean, when we talk about the basic human rights, it's access to clean air, clean water, clean food, shelter, the pursuit of life and liberty and happiness. I mean, the basics, right? Water is as fundamental as it gets. And superfoods, what we need water. You could consume them without it, just wouldn't be as flavorful or enjoyable, right? But you do need access to water. And one of these partners that has just reached out to us that we're very excited to be bringing into the fold is this revolutionary technology. This is the highest quality molecular hydrogen water bottle that you can get on the market. I take this with me everywhere. As long as I can get access to clean water, I put it into this bottle, and within about 3 to 6 minutes, I'm able to put the most incredible molecular hydrogen into my body. And for those of you that maybe have not heard about molecular hydrogen, it is pretty much what I call the God molecule. This is the missing link. There are over 2,000 clinical studies now around the world of utilizing molecular hydrogen water as the #1 most potent antioxidant. And what's crazy about molecular hydrogen and being studied with all of these disease models is that it seeks and destroys. It goes through every single part of the human body, crosses the blood-brain barrier, goes down into the bone marrow and the mitochondria to help your body recover from disease. This is truly as profound as any science that I have come across in my entire life. In addition to these organic superfoods, this has been a game changer for my health and for many of my clients. I couldn't recommend it more, to be honest. And I can't wait for you to get your bottle, Anne. I know you just bought yours and it's on its way. So we will be bringing on Dr. Carrie Drinkwine, who's an expert in the molecular hydrogen world, to have an interview with you and be able to go into this in more depth. But this link is embedded on your bit.ly/Steal Health link. So if you're going to go and join us for a 30-day program and you also want to take a look at molecular hydrogen water, that link is on your bit.ly.
Fantastic. Well, that's easy enough. Again, I've been learning about hydrogen and water for the last couple of years. I've talked to a lot of people and I've heard about, they call this the God molecule, right? Because
The God molecule.
yeah, the God
100%.
molecule. Yeah. But some of the more interesting things I found again was you said it goes down to the molecular level and is rejuvenative and restorative, even to some of the DNA. And this is just what some of the experts have told me, which is why I'm looking forward to talking to Carrie Drinkwine, because I want a physician, somebody who understands this
Mhm.
from that perspective to present this information. It's one thing to have testimonials. I'm not a doctor. I've never claimed to be a doctor. I can tell you when I, started taking pineal gland, pineal clear, all of a sudden I was dreaming at a level I haven't dreamt in years. I mean, I remember as a
Same.
little kid, I used to have vivid dreams, very vivid
Yeah.
dreams. And then as I get older, I don't know if it's a calcification or what it is. I stopped really dreaming. And if I did, I just don't remember anything. This is making a difference that I now remember my dreams. It's not like I'm getting more sleep. It's just something is happening. I don't know what. I don't have any kind of imaging or CT scans or anything to explain what's happening other than this. So, and then of course, one other thing I love too is, and I take it all the time. Here it is, my apothecary. This stuff is black cherry extract. It's kind of thick, but it's true
Mhm.
black cherry. And I mix it in water and I keep it already mixed and I keep this in my fridge. I use an old Voss water bottle. Now I'm going to have my hydrogen water in there with my cherry and I drink that right before bed. That helps me fall asleep and stay asleep. But that pineal gland clear stuff, I don't know what's in it, but it is, well, I actually can tell you what's in it, but it is actually helping me dream. And that I think is part of
Mhm.
the detox process, right? When your mind is sort of those little neurons are scrubbing together, it creates these dreams.
Absolutely. Yep.
So,
And that tart cherry concentrate has a naturally occurring melatonin. So you don't have to supplement melatonin. You don't
right.
supplemental melatonin is actually terrible for you. You want
It
your
is.
body to be able to create its own. So when you do that combination before you go to bed of that tart cherry concentrate with the pineal clear, and I also use another additional supplement to that, which is our bio relax. And so I take
Yep.
those three in combination, and the bio relax will actually relax the facial muscles while you're sleeping, which is what creates those little fine lines. So it's actually helping your body to scrub all that oxidative stress clean and scrub your pineal gland clean while you're sleeping. So and I felt it the first night. The first night I got that new product, I was like, this is
Wow.
amazing. This is a game changer. And so all of these things work synergistically together. What we are super focused on here at Steel Health is giving you tools that work synergistically, that are the highest quality, to help you unlock your potential. Most people have never really felt what it feels like to feel amazing, to sleep deep, to wake up in the morning with no pain in your body, with a spring in your step, greeting the day and ready to charge into your purpose. Most people have never felt that. And what I have found with these 30-day programs, especially including the parasite cleanse portion, is that people are allowed to dream again. They're allowed
Oh,
to awaken to their potential so that they can truly be who they are meant to be, which is the divine guidance of why we're here. It's a miracle that you and I are even here streaming across the world on this amazing digital technology. So why not be our best? This is the time to rise.
amen, sister. So we have specials today. We have Steel Health specials. I want to just bring that back up so that everybody can take a look at that really quickly because I think it's important. I want to pull that. Where is it? Here we go. Let's share this tab instead and go here. This is our Fall into Balance group transformation. And here's it in its entirety. There is a QR code. I highly recommend it. We've got a 30-day program. It's a $480 value. You can actually enter to win the entire thing, but your discount code will save you $120 today off of that. So join us. And again, get the benefits of deeply nourishing your body, detoxifying, getting better sleep. You might even lose 5 or 10 or 20 pounds, depending on what you're trying to do. And frankly, the mental clarity that you get, I'm always amazed myself sometimes with some of the recall I have on things I haven't thought or talked about going back years. And I truly believe that the more we detox, the better our brain functions. And of course, we just are aging a little bit more gracefully, although it is kind of a slugfest out there. I'm not going to lie, Raven. It's a slugfest.
It totally is. But I too feel so much more empowered. I'm capable of managing the insanity of the world. You and I both are inundated. We are on our phones. We are on the news 12 to 16 hours a day. So when I do turn my phone off, I am so grateful to have access to these tools and to also give myself the time in the morning when I wake up to nourish, to detoxify, to cleanse, and to really empower myself, because now is the time, you guys. I need everybody out there to be at their best. Don't think this is going to be a, easy home run into November 5th. We do need to fight and we need to be strong. So thanks, Anne, for having us here. And I can't wait for you to bring on Dr. Carrie Drinkwine to talk about molecular hydrogen water.
I am super excited about that. I know she's going to be a fantastic interview. And honestly, Raven, I am just appreciative of you bringing all this amazing stuff to my attention. I would not know about it were it not for you. Honestly, that would not even be, I would never have heard of this, but well, it's actually you and Mary Grace. So I appreciate you and Mary Grace bringing all this to my attention those years ago and getting this kicked off. It has been a heck of a journey. And frankly, it has saved my bacon more times than I can even think. I mean, it's such a natural part of my life now. I don't really pay much attention to it. It's get up in the morning, do my nice walk, come home, make my smoothie, start my day, go. And, that's how I live now. I've had to, I've made conscious changes. And I think that's what we have to do. If we want to transition to greatness, we have to be part of the process. We can't just float along in the river in an inner tube. We've got to actually build our own life raft. And I'm telling you right now, these products are my life raft every single day. So to that,
same.
Mahalo, I'm grateful. Thank you very much.
Yay. Well, thanks, Anne. I look forward to meeting everybody that joins us, and everyone who purchases a 30-day before the end of the month is going to get entered in to win a free 30-day. And again, use Anne's code. You're going to save $120 off retail. That breaks down to about $6 per meal or $12 per day. And you guys, this is the craziest part. Our 30-day program comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee. And I can't tell you the last time I had anyone return their products, because we all need access to quality food, and this is the best.
That's it. Amen. I wouldn't be here still taking my shake every single day if it wasn't the best. All right. Awesome. Appreciate you, Raven. Have a great one. All right, everybody. That was awesome. I really hope you take advantage of this. These things are, exceptional. But more importantly, right now, we are facing something that we don't know how it's all going to end. And I can tell you right now, the supply chains are definitely in danger. I think if you go to the grocery store, you will notice the difference with a lot of the products that you used to see in terms of different varieties and manufacturers, et cetera. They're just not there like they used to be. Walk through even a Target or a Walmart, which, I can't stand walking in those places, but you'll notice their shelves aren't as robust. Well, food isn't really food anymore. It's hard to get good food, but you can get it on auto ship. So head on over to bit.ly /Steel Health, bit.ly/Steel Health. And let's get in the game together. Let's all transition to greatness. And with that, I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for stopping by, taking a listen. Have a good one.